I figured I'd make a video about this being your sign to start now. You see, I'm standing here on top of a mountain, as you can see, with just one of the most stunning views I have seen in my life. Right now it's past 10 in the evening, so it's midnight sun season here in northern Norway. And this is one of the highest peaks in the Lyngen Alps. Pretty beautiful place. Yeah, as I'm here, there was no one else available and I just went all by myself. But I don't mind. I usually go with other people, but this was just too good to miss out on. The midnight sun up here. And I'm thinking about all the various experiences that have led me up to this point of just being here. I would not have been able to have all the experiences I've had with climbing all these mountains, and it's hundreds of them. And I'm not saying that to brag, I'm saying that because, man, there has been so many amazing experiences, people I've met, views I've seen, adrenaline kicks from riding down steep faces, whatever it is, the challenge in getting to the peak, the feeling of just that empowerment of getting up here. This peak is 1625 meters above sea level, and you start by the sea, so it's a pretty nice one. And I gotta say, when I started splitboarding, so to get to the topic of the video, this all leads up to it. To get to the topic of the video, what got me started with this was that I went through a journey in my life where I was postponing several things that I wanted to try out, to learn, to get going with and get good at. But I stopped myself because I was scared. I stopped myself because I got into this overthinking phase, because I was scared of embarrassing myself, of doing something silly where I fail and I get embarrassed and people laugh at me, or whatever thought you have running through your head about why you need to play it more safe and be careful and whatnot. And the thing with splitboarding is such a wonderful example with this, because I tried snowboarding when I was much younger, probably like 12, 13. Went to the Alpine Center we have locally, and I fell on my ass really hard. really hard. There was just one or two times, and then I just gave up on it, pretty much. And I mean, fine. But then I put it on the shelf for a really long time. I didn't think that much more about it. But then as I got past this phase and grew into a person that didn't align anymore with giving up on something that easily, I looked back on it and I thought, that is not something that would characterize me with my character today, with the values I have, with the person I intend to live as I am right now compared to back then. So I figured, you know what? I'm gonna buy a snowboard, and I'm gonna learn that. Now, I went out and I bought a snowboard. It was in the summer season, so that was a bit, I was pretty committed then. I just bought the snowboard and figured, okay, I'm gonna learn this. There's no other way. And then I saw someone selling on a second-hand site in Norway a splitboard. I didn't even know what that was, but I looked it up and I figured out, this is actually really cool. You can actually go up the mountain with that. And then you open up a lot more possibilities instead of just going to the Alpine Center. And this terrain that we have here, I live in Tromsø. It's so beautiful for it. And so I just went out there, and of course I fell on my ass a lot, but I was just going out there and doing it. And this is the whole point of this whole video, that I've had so many times in my life when I've doubted myself, when I've waited along, when I've let these thoughts get the better of me. But then it only leads you to regret the things you knew you should have done but that you didn't do. That's the thing. If you look at the regrets of the dying, they don't talk about the things they did. It's not things they did that they regret. They regret the things they didn't do. It's only things they didn't do that they regret. And that's heartbreaking to hear. And if you think about it, we are going through life and we're hiding away from all these. We're hiding away from that feeling of the pain of regret because we don't have to feel it right now. We're doing all these things like doom scrolling through Instagram or Snapchat or whatnot, and we're just, or TikTok, and we're just getting all these dopamine hits to hide our reality away from the fact that we are not taking action on these things that we know that we should do. And this is my encouragement to you. What kind of a calling do you have that you come to think about when I say these things? Maybe it's something you've been wanting to do for a long time, but you've been putting it on the shelf because you feel uncertain about it, or you don't know if you should go for it or whatnot. Man, I need to change hands. My fingers are getting cold with this wind. Yeah, it's so, what can I say? Same thing when I started playing in a band. That was a big thing where I just bought a drum kit, I just started playing, and it was so quick. Like one month after I started playing on the drum kit, I joined the band, and and this band was playing concerts. So it only took me about around 2 months after I started playing till I played my first concert with it. And you believe I didn't play that well in the beginning. Like, it wasn't perfect. But I ended up having so many amazing experiences and so much personal growth from that, because I just threw myself into it. And that's the whole thing. If you just get over this fear of being scared of making some mistakes, like me making this video, I'm so new to this. I am so new to making videos like this. I mean, the view is playing on my side, but I don't really have a script I'm going at. I'm just talking from inspiration, really. And yeah. So it's not perfect, but that's the thing. It doesn't have to be perfect. You just have to start. That's the main thing. And if you start, so see, the best time to plant a tree, that was 10 years ago. The second best time, that's today. So think about what comes up when I say these things. Maybe you can write it in the comments and create a bit of an element of accountability that this is something you want to actually focus on and do. And then someone can check in on you if you actually did it. I don't know the engagement on this video, what it's going to be, but we'll see. And that's the thing. What is that going to be? What are you going to do? You should just throw yourself into it. Don't be so scared of the embarrassment. And believe me, you're not going to regret getting a little bit embarrassed or failing. You see, you have to fail to get to being really good at something. There's no other way. But the longer you postpone it, the more likely you are to get to that place where you feel regret over missed opportunities. That's the biggest pain. Seriously. So go out there. Do it. You don't have to be ready, like perfectly ready. It doesn't have to be perfect. You just have to start. That's all that matters. I'm reaching the 10-minute mark on this video. That's probably a good time to wrap it up. And yeah, if you like this content, let me know. I was thinking, yeah, filming from a beautiful location is always a plus. Maybe it helps with the inspirational aspect or whatnot. And yeah, maybe I'll get around to posting more like this, because I feel like I want to share a message from time to time with things like this. So yeah, hope to stay in touch with you. Mwah.